is the story that continues to grow by the day. Every day, the death toll in Tamil Nadu's worst ever Hooch tragedy keeps increasing. 63 dead so far, 100 still hospitalized for consuming spurious liquor. A political slugfest has erupted with the BJP and AIADMK demanding Chief Minister Stalin's resignation and a CBI probe. Caught in the middle of all of this are the real victims of the tragedy in Kallakurichi, the family members left behind to pick up the pieces. It's our ground report from a town grappling with this horrific liquor tragedy.
There's deathly silence in the once bustling town of Kallakurichi in Tamil Nadu. It's grappling with the worst ever toxic liquor tragedy in the state. Among the 63 that died were the parents of these children. 16-year-old Kokila is now the sole guardian of her two teenage brothers, Harish and Raghavan. She is forced to put up a brave face for the sake of her siblings.
எப்பயுமே அவங்க எங்க கூட தான் இருப்பாங்க. இத்தனை வருஷமாவே எங்க கூட தான் இருந்தாங்க. இப்ப திடீர்னு அவங்க எல்லாம் இருந்து எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்கு. இன்ஜினியரிங் பண்ணணும், என் தம்பி வக்கீல் படிக்கணும், என் தம்பி ஐடிஐ படிக்கணும். நான் கூட இதை புரிஞ்சுட்டு அழுவாதான் இருக்கேன். என் தம்பி 2 பேரும் அப்படி கிடையாது. அவனுக்கு நைட்டு படுக்க போகக்குள்ள எல்லா திங்ஸையும் அவங்க யூஸ் பண்ண திங்ஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்தா ரொம்ப அழுகுறானுங்க 2 பேருமே.
The MK Stalin government has given an ex gratia of rupees 10 lakh to the siblings. AIADMK too has vowed to take care of these children's education. But all Kokila wants is a home.
எங்களுக்கு உடனடியா ஒரு வீடு வேணும்னு முதலமைச்சர் ஐயா கிட்டயும் கலெக்டர் ஐயா கிட்ட நான் கெஞ்சி கேட்டுக்கேன். எங்களுக்கு ஒரு வீடு இல்லை, எங்களால வாடகையும் கட்ட முடியல. எங்க ஆயா 2 பேரும் முடியாதவங்கனால முடியல. கொஞ்சம் கையெடுத்து கும்புறேன். எங்களுக்கு ஒரே ஒரு வீடு மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் சீக்கிரம் கட்டி கொடுங்க.
Chief Minister Stalin has promised strict action against those responsible for the Hooch tragedy.
மேலும் இது போன்ற சம்பவங்கள் மீண்டும் நிகழாவண்ணம் அரசு மேற்கொள்ள வேண்டிய நடவடிக்கைகள் குறித்து ஆலோசனைகளை வழங்கவும், கள்ளக்குறிச்சி சம்பவம் குறித்து ஒரு விரிவான விசாரணை மேற்கொள்ள தமிழ்நாட்டின் முதலமைச்சரின் முறையில் இந்த பிரச்சனையிலிருந்து நான் ஓடி ஒளிவப்பன் அல்ல, பொறுப்பை உணர்ந்ததற்காக பொறுப்போடு பதிலளித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறேன். குற்றவாளிகளை கைது செய்துவிட்டுத்தான் உங்களுக்கு பதிலளித்திருக்கிறேன். திறந்த மனதோடு இரும்பு கரங்கொண்டு குற்றம் புரிந்தவர்களை அடக்கி வருகிறேன்.
So far, over 20 accused have been arrested. A probe has been submitted to the High Court. But is that enough for Kokila, her siblings, and many more whose lives have been shattered by this tragedy? Bureau Report, India Today.
So what's the way forward? Who will be held accountable? Joining me now is S. Dharan, DMK spokesperson. Also joining me is Raj Satyan, Secretary of the AIADMK's IT wing. Two sides of the story. Let me turn to Raj Satyan, since the opposition is the one calling for the Chief Minister's resignation for a CBI probe. Let's be honest, this is not the first Hooch tragedy in Tamil Nadu, or dare I say anywhere in the country. Is calling for the resignation going to resolve anything? Do you have a concrete solution to the Hooch tragedy? What would you have done if you were in government?
Sir, this is not the first tragedy, as you rightly said. And the first tragedy happened way before a lot of other governments. We accept that. But the whole idea is that it shouldn't be happening in 2023. It shouldn't be happening in 2024. It happened in 2001 after the 96-2001 government of DMK. Because of its inefficiency and incompetency, there was this extended Hooch availability in that era, and there was a certain amount of deaths which happened. Immediately, Amma brought up PASMAC, and she regulated the methanol. She brought in it as a controlled substances in controls in 2002, and after that there was a death in 2009. After that, 2011 to 2021, there was no death reported, according to the statement issued in the assembly by the earlier prohibition minister, now inmate of jail, Mr. Sandil Balaji sir. This point of time, there was no deaths reported. And last year, 2023, there was 22 deaths which happened in Viluppuram Marakanam region. and same outcry happened from all the opposition, especially from AIADMK.
So what do you believe has changed, Mr. Satyan? What do you believe has changed? What do you believe has changed that has led, you believe, to a sudden spurt again in these deaths?
There was governance earlier, there is no governance right now. That is what has changed. And this particular government, whatever which they've been doing in last 3 years, not only about Hooch, there is a lot of supply of methamphetamine here, and again cocaine. There's large shipments of cocaine which has been captured right now. And last 3 years has been, you must have heard about Jafar Sadiq, part of DMK's NRA wing. He has been a kingpin, an international kingpin who's been part of a ruling government right now. And past 3 years is about substance abuse and availability of drugs in everywhere.
Okay, you're raising drugs issue. Let's go back to, just a minute. Let's go back to spurious liquor. Mr. Dharan, the charge which is being made is that there isn't enough policing, that there isn't enough regulation on the ground, that Tamil Nadu has reached a stage where large number alcohol is easily accessible, but there is very little policing and regulation, and that is one of the problems that exists on the ground.
Hi, firstly, thank you for having me on the show. I didn't want to do politics, but I do have to correct my previous speaker. Some of his facts were erroneous. The fact that there was no death under Jayalalitha, in fact, after she took charge in 2001, 52 people died because of illicit alcohol. And between 2011 to 21, as far as the NCRB data goes, there have been more than 100 deaths under the AIADMK rule in 2020, 2021, 20. I'm saying this because I want to state the facts right. But going forward, I think this is a mistake. And our Chief Minister has said that he will take the right steps in, and we have already formed a single judge
what's the mistake?
as well as the Superintendent of Police.
Tell me, where is the flaw in governance? What are you willing to accept? Are you willing to accept regulation, policing on the ground with an excess availability of liquor is a problem?
No, I don't think there is any law and order problem in Tamil Nadu. That I do not agree. If you look at the NCRB data from 2021 to even 2023, the number of crimes has reduced. But of course, 2 incidents have happened, and they shouldn't have happened. In fact, the police have seized 16 lakh liters of spurious alcohol, and they have been destroyed. 4 lakh cases have been registered on illegal liquor. 20,000 people have been arrested.
But how is it that so much of illegal, the very fact that spurious, no, but Mr. Dharan, the very fact that such large amounts of spurious liquor are so easily available should be very troubling. It didn't require this tragedy to wake up to that.
No, even before this, ever since 2021, we've been very stringent on spurious alcohol, which is why immediately after this, the Superintendent of Police was suspended, and the Chief Minister has had meetings with all the district SPs and collectors, had given them stern warnings. Now we have a single member, retired judge investigating. He's going to submit a report. We are going to make sure that this never happens in the future of Tamil Nadu. We have already arrested people. It's not going to stop with that. We are going to go and look at the entire racket, if there is any, and whoever it shall be won't be spared, and it will make sure that these are the last deaths pertaining to illicit alcohol. And having said this, it's also it's a societal problem. Across India, there have been 1,300 deaths last year, with 400 odd deaths in Madhya Pradesh and more than 100 odd deaths each year in Uttar Pradesh. I'm not saying this as a whataboutery or to say that, okay, it's happened there, it's happened in Tamil Nadu. No, it has no place anywhere in any society, right?
No, the fact is, sir, Hooch flows. My worry is, sir, the Hooch flows freely in these areas. This is one of the more backward districts of Tamil Nadu. And there's a fear that many people, you said it's a societal problem, yes, but it seems to have spiraled out of control in a particular part of Tamil Nadu, and surely the government could have taken some preemptive actions. Is the charge being made against the Stalin government?
No. See, That's what I said in the beginning of the debate. It was a mistake and it shouldn't have happened. We feel really sorry for the families who lost their loved ones, which is why for every kith and kin for every children who lost their family members, the government will be paying 5,000 rupees a month, and then 5 lakh rupees will be given after they turn 18. Also, the college and school education will be completely taken care by the Tamil Nadu government, and then the Tamil Nadu government will also facilitate a job for them. This has all been announced by a chief minister within 24 hours. And he is also going to appoint a guardian for children who have lost both their parents.
You know,
this also has been done by our chief minister. See, these are the steps that we have taken to rehabilitate the children. Parallelly, what we are going to do is we are going to make sure that this never happens again. And this is what our chief minister said in the assembly also. We are not running away from the problem. We will make sure that this never happens. A mistake has happened. Unfortunate.
Okay, you're saying it will never happen again. The chief minister,
but sir, we will make sure it never happens again.
The fact, though, is that Tamil Nadu has a thriving business at the moment in illicit liquor. Raj Satyan, and this is true over not just in the last couple of years, it's been building up.
Sir,
they've been building up over a period of time. The cost of liquor, availability of illicit liquor, compared with what goes through the TASMAC outlets, truth of the matter is easily available.
On this note, the last statement which he made, that he said that this mistake won't happen again, is a statement given by Mr. CM Stalin when it happened in 2023. That happened again in 2024 because they are functionaries. Their system is involved in this Hooch distribution. That's the trouble. That's the problem. You are giving out everything in 24 hours. Why? We have to give welfare to the people. We have to make up the livelihoods of the people. But you are giving within the 24 hours to shut them up. That is what you are trying to do. You have to understand why the DMK government is giving out so many, welfare schemes. Without they are apathetic towards the people. They don't have, that incompetence is what showing here. You have to give, they are paying only 3 lakhs to the victims of the cracker accidents, but they are paying 10 lakhs. I'm fine with it. We have to give more. That's what we're also saying. That's what our General Secretary is saying. But the victim's family was brought in the same day when the cremation was happening, and they were standing in queues and lines to they are doling out checks as if it's their own.
Okay.
This problem is because all the functionaries of the DMK who were involved in this Hooch tragedy, the manufacturing, the packaging, the distribution, everything, the functionaries of DMK were
Raj
involved.
Satyan,
And support was fully given.
You made your point, sir.
Not only by
Let me leave it there. I've got limited time, unfortunately.
Yes.
We will continue to track this story. We've been doing a story a day on this. Politics is certainly not the way to find a solution to the Hooch tragedy. The way is regulation of the entire liquor business. That really is the challenge for Tamil Nadu and indeed several other states in this country.